Let's discuss how to permanently install a keypad. The keypad is the most basic way to commission, control, and operate a VIDAR unit. Before permanently mounting it, there are some things to be aware of, and we always recommend having a copy of our installation, operation, and maintenance manual handy. When you order a keypad, it will come with a 5-meter or 16-foot long cable with a custom RJ45 connector. This connector twists onto the capped yellow port of the terminal box and locks into position. The keypad assembly is certified to UL 121201, meaning it can be used in certain hazardous locations, like Class 1 Division 2 areas. But for those wanting to permanently mount the keypad further than 5 meters away, a longer cable from a third party must be used. This third-party Ethernet cable can be up to 100 feet long. For cables longer than that, we cannot guarantee performance. More specifically, this third-party Ethernet cable should be Cat6 or better, utilize twisted pairs, and have shielding around both the individual pairs and the whole cable assembly. Be aware that if in or crossing a hazardous area, the cable and its connections shall meet all required safety regulations and standards. We can supply a UL-certified NEMA 4X keypad enclosure. Otherwise, each keypad has 6 tapped holes on the back for M4 screws to affix it to a flat surface. Normally, there is a tiny Ethernet jumper between the application control board and the exposed yellow connector. When using your own cable, we recommend routing it through a free cable port on the low voltage side of the terminal box and landing it where this jumper used to be. This way, that port can be made watertight using a gland or other means. We will focus on the quickest path to operation using the keypad, so if this is your first time working with VIDAR, we highly suggest you view one of the full commissioning videos on our page. That will cover everything from landing power to autonomous operation. Anyways, now that the keypad is mounted or its permanent location is known, we can very quickly get spinning. After plugging in the keypad to a unit undergoing its first power-up, the keypad will ask you to set the time and language. Use the select key and the arrow keys to make your entries. Once completed, press the down arrow key and select Exit the Wizard. In our case, we are showing the quickest startup method, but we implore you to complete the startup wizard at least once to set things like rotation direction, speed limits, and condensation protection. The keypad screen should now be on the home page and we are ready to command a speed. Enter a suitable speed by selecting the speed command row, then use the arrows to edit the speed. Ensure you are in local mode. Now hit the green start button and the unit should start accelerating to the speed you have selected. Once up to speed, the unit will stay there until either a different RPM is commanded, power is disengaged, or the red stop button is pressed. Removing the keypad will not disable it and would have to be connected again for any adjustments. And that's it for the most basic speed control. We hope this video has helped you mount and operate the keypad. As always, if you need our assistance, contact us at our website, and we would be happy to assist. You can find things like our service manual, our quick start guide, our operator's manual, and more. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.